right, well, good afternoon to you. As we get into it here with this light rainfall continuing to move on, you see this, this occluded front kind of moving on. We've got some warmer air, we've got some colder air kind of moving in with wet moisture kind of moving through the forecast in the form of light rainfall. Of course, we're having light winds as well. We'll go right back in the 10 o'clock hour. As we roll right into the overnight hours, we see a little bit more storm activity possibly moving into the area with a little bit of light likely rainfall associated with that as well. That'll continue to just move over the area up there along I-94 for the better part of the early morning going into tomorrow. You'll see this right here going into it. As we roll through the 4 o'clock hour, we have a break. There's not much in the way of moisture moving into the region, but then we go into the 11 o'clock tonight, or I should say about 8 o'clock this afternoon or this evening. You're going to see that come back to the tail end of the evening commute, and that'll continue all the way up to the north with that thunderstorm activity potentially over Eau Claire. You can see that in Chippewa Valley, and that continues on all the way into the sunrise time going into about the mid-morning hours for tomorrow. Not much happening down to the south with drier air and opening up skies as well from mostly cloudy to at least, well, partly cloudy conditions. That will push that all the way into the north. You see some of that rainfall remaining up there until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, possibly. That could go away, but for now, that's what it's showing right now. We're holding on to 50s to at least, well, mostly to near 60 degrees. We've lost some of that conditions of warmth because of that colder air, and the cloud cover has been lowered, and so we're down to visibilities down to about maybe 1.5 miles to 3.5 miles in some cases. So please be careful out there. So we're looking at mostly 50s today. We'll hold on to the evening hours. You see that rainfall continue to come back after we finish out with that dry break that finishes or ends at around, say, 6 o'clock or so. Then we see the rainfall lingering all the way into the overnight hours for La Crosse. You're going to be probably picking up some of the similar conditions going into the overnight hours with that overnight rainfall. Hey, take a look here as we finish out going into at least 3/4 of an inch of rainfall or less in your forecast. We've had rainfall pretty much through the area. The lowest portions of that are down to the south by Prairie du Chien, which started this event pretty much. We go into Friday and we're looking at maybe a possibility of some slight chances coming into the early morning hours through sunrise and possibly lingering to mid-morning. And we'll also carry over into areas up by Eau Claire where you're going to see this possibly lasting. That's what the models are saying right now, lasting all the way to 3 o'clock. This was showing up a couple of days ago. It looks like it may come back into fruition, as I've just shown you a couple of times. But as we go into Friday, your highs mostly around upper 40s. You're seeing some near 60-degree heat still remaining up to about 59 degrees or so, getting closer under mostly cloudy skies with some skies opening up to partly cloudy to finish your day. As we go into Friday, it's going to be a little bit on the cooler side, despite having high pressure trying to build. But by Saturday and Sunday, we're warming you up, getting back into it as we carry over all the way into Tuesday with warmer conditions. Now, I showed you earlier this morning we were at 77 for Tuesday of next week, but now it's dropped down to about 75 degrees. Still holding on to warmer conditions to finish out as we go right into your Wednesday, of course, for next week. So what I've got for you, drier conditions, sunnier conditions going into the afternoon. Remember yesterday you guys were all out and about having a good old time on the patios? Well, time to go and do that with all the functions that are going around most of the weekend. So get out and enjoy that. Then you've got warmer conditions kind of riding right through most of next week as well. 75 for your Tuesday after a nice little Cinco de Mayo on Monday, right? And of course, we see temperatures still holding on to those lovely 70s. I love 70-degree temperatures.
I know. I'm looking forward to it. And then hopefully we can keep it going.
We'll see.
Keep it going, Art.
Yeah.
Thank you.